Om Shanti, and very warm welcome to all the brothers who have joined today. And today we have Brother Letchu, a loving and senior brother Letchu from Malaysia with us. He'll be joining in 1 minute. Om Shanti, Brother Letchu. We have all the brothers waiting for you this session. So this is exclusively for the brothers, this session. So for the brothers who don't know Brother Letchu, I will just say a few words in his introduction. So Brother Letchu is actually president of Brahma Kumaris Malaysia, and he is running and monitoring 50 Raj Yoga meditation centers. And he has spent 37 years in learning, teaching, and researching the techniques of empowering the mind through the practice of Raj Yoga. Brother Letchu, on the Lokik terms, he also has this bachelor's in engineering in chemical, and he also holds a degree in public management from NUS Singapore. And he has served government also from 1983 to 2017, and he retired in 2017 as a Director General of the Department of Biosafety. It comes under Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, Malaysia. So what I would say, he's a balanced personality with deep interest in career advancement, spiritual advancement, and community service. So on behalf of all the brothers in Singapore, we welcome Brother Letchu from bottom of our heart. Welcome, Brother Letchu. I'll hand over to you. So today's topics, all the brothers are waiting for this session. Thanks for taking out time from your busy schedule, brother.
Thank you, Brother Mukesh. I'm really very happy to talk to all of you. Singapore is our friend. We visit Singapore annually to have a spiritual exchange. And so surely I'm very happy to be with all of you. The topic that was given to me is lifting your spirit with zeal and enthusiasm.
Yes.
You see, when we say zeal and enthusiasm, the thing that comes to my mind, when I was small also, my parents used to, in the primary school, we used to be told that you should be like these ants, they work day and night, and they work so hard to carry their food so that in the rainy days, they are able to make sure that the food supply is available. So like that, when we say zeal and enthusiasm, it very much linked to, the kind of energy we need in order to really keep ourselves busy, not just busy at the same time we are able to maintain happiness. That is what's important. One can be busy, but that being busy becomes a cost of life because internally their body not able to take it, and also the mind not able to take it, and so it leads to many problems. Yeah. So enthusiasm means energy. I like to imagine like waterfall. You go to a waterfall, you just stand there, you see the energy that's generated in the atmosphere because of the sound of the thing, the vision of the thing. Like that, internally, we have to be very energetic. Is that not possible? I used to like drive car. I like to drive fast, I like to run at high speed, but not now. So when there is that zeal and enthusiasm, you have this nature of getting things done quickly, because every second lost is lost of great fortune in terms of a spiritual thing. And even in logic terms, it's a lot of loss of money. So do quickly, but do according to the right method, so that things are fast and there is a result also. I also like to compare enthusiasm to momentum. When you have momentum, your accumulation of these energies that takes you further into the future. So your accumulation helps you to move forward. But when the accumulation is low, that's where we sort of slow down. Oxygen is for the body, but for the soul, we need zeal and enthusiasm. So it's not a small thing in every aspect of life. Zeal and enthusiasm is very, very important. Together with zeal and enthusiasm, generally for our future, for our progress in our spiritual life, we need to have courage plus zeal and enthusiasm. Zeal and enthusiasm alone will not work, because zeal and enthusiasm may, if you have a lot of zeal and enthusiasm, you may have the energy to move fast. But what happens if there are obstacles on the way? Then you slow down. That means what will happen. So apart from zeal and enthusiasm, I need to have real courage in my life. I should become one who thinks that no obstacle can stop me. That's kind of a spirit I have to maintain, because we are not ordinary people. We are yogis. We are charging the soul of the battery every day. So we have the chance to charge the battery to an unlimited extent. Then why not we do that? So it's a question of whether I want to have that zeal and enthusiasm. Somebody with no zeal and enthusiasm, you can imagine how they look like, how they move, how they talk. Everything is slow. It's like a life, but very dull. There is no real joy. So that we need this in parallel, zeal and enthusiasm, and then the courage to move forward. So this is our concept: zeal and enthusiasm and courage to move forward. Now, the first question is, hey, what's wrong with you? Why you are not having zeal and enthusiasm? Or are you having zeal and enthusiasm in your life and you are enjoying every day? I believe that most of you are working now. And so in the work environment, you probably, many of you probably get stuck. You go deep into your work environment, work situation, and in that process, you are stuck. You are not able to do meditation. You are not able to come out of that work and thinking of the work and all these things. So therefore, whenever you want to sit for meditation, it's a great effort. So often we prefer not to make that effort and pay total attention to work. And then after you have done a lot of work and you feel tired, and when you are driving or when you come back home at home after taking shower, then you want to sit in meditation. Some of you do that. That is also difficult to know, because the principle is you may still carry the thinking that you had in the office along the way, and even after you go for an exercise or taken a shower, the thoughts are not changed. The thought pattern didn't change. So therefore, you may find some difficulty. Zeal and enthusiasm goes down because something I am doing, I am not following the proper procedure. The procedure that to be followed, particularly for us, in order to be able to maintain my energy level high. There is a procedure that we have to follow. So often when I am not able to experience the happiness that I ought to experience, it means that some procedure, some spiritual procedure, I am not following, or I am following, but I have slackened. So therefore I don't do, or even if I do, I don't go deeply. So then it has now over the period of time become a habit. Lack of enthusiasm also could be because of no attainment. You are in spiritual life. You can see very clearly in your Lokik life how you're performing, how from the response from your bosses, how you're performing, your productivity, how you're performing. Some promotion prospects are there. So you get promotion, you're performing well. So all these things are clearly visible. But attainments in spiritual life is something that happens inside. Nobody is going to talk to you or observe you and help you to look at yourself and tell you how you are performing in your spiritual life. And that's why Baba says that children, you have to keep a chart. As much as you in the Lokik world, you have a target to meet, shouldn't it be a case that even in our spiritual life, I should have a target to meet? Even if I don't have a target, I should have the aim that I am progressing in my spiritual life. Now and then I'm able to see that there's a change in me, there's a transformation in me, or there is some improvement in me, or there is extra happiness in me. So some people, they are not able to see this progress in them, but the Lokik work, they're doing very well. So therefore, this thing, I normally term it as we are living in the world of duality. So whenever is in the world of duality, then it's a problem. It's up and down. When I'm right, I'm happy. When I am not right, I'm not happy on the spiritual plane. In the spiritual plane, you're not happy. Physical plane, you may be happy. People will be praising. You have done a wonderful job in your Lokik work and all that. But deep inside me, because I have recognized Baba, then there is that feeling that am I spiritually progressing? Am I able to really feel the spirituality, the spiritual energy that is really available in abundance in me? Am I able to feel that? Am I in the aim of doing in the best way in my Lokik work? Am I missing out doing my best on the spiritual side? So this is the kind of a question that we'll have in your life. And in one aspect, we have to draw the line. No, this is spiritual, this is alokik. Because we shouldn't mix up. Don't bring your alokik problems into work environment, and don't bring problem in work environment into your home, your spiritual life. So this is important. That's one aspect of it. But the second aspect is that for me, when I was working, I always merged into one in the context that I look at myself as a spiritual person working in a private environment or in a government environment. So I'm in a working environment. So how do I identify myself? I am a spiritual person deep inside me. That's That's called mainstreaming spirituality in life. No, don't mainstream lockic achievements in life. Then I will fail. Lockic achievement we should have, but mainstream spiritual achievement in your life. Then you will find that actually you will not lose out in your lockic environment. Because the moment you become really powerful yogi, deep yogi, and you have all the qualities and virtues that are needed according to the time in order for you to be able to maintain your energy level high, then you will perform wonders. There's no problem for you. Because after all, even if there's any problem, it will affect your mind, but your mind will then be, if you're a yogi, it's stable, it's cool and clear. So when I have such a mind, then I can solve the logic problems in an easy way because I have additional capability. I have the technical capability of the logic world and the additional capability of the alokik world. So simple logic is that one can perform excellently in working environment if they have both. So I come from that kind of a background. I tell myself wherever I am, whatever I am deep inside me, I am a spiritual person. This is very important. You are in the office, but I am a spiritual person. As much as possible, I must remind myself that I am a spiritual person. Then I start my work and then do my work and then stop whenever you get time and then remind myself, I am a spiritual person. Like that, no, there must be that kind of a culture. So because I have a mixed aim, that I draw a line, lockic world is lockic world, alokik world is alokik world. Therefore, when I am in the lockic environment, I shouldn't mix up things. I should focus only on my work. And then look at my alokik life when I finish my work. So therefore, I have drawn the line. I have divided myself. So there's a duality. So we have a mixed aim in knowing that we are with Baba. And when we are with Baba, Baba say, your aim is to become Lakshmi and Narayan. Your aim is to become highest among human beings. Yes, you have to work. You cannot just leave the work and just sit somewhere like the yogis and meditate and try to become a great yogi. No, that's not what Baba is teaching. Baba's teaching is while you are in a Lokik environment, you have to mainstream spirituality. In that way, spirituality, the spiritual energy is driving, giving you the fuel, the energy, the clarity you need in order to simplify your work problems, and in that way you can do very well. So when I was working at that time, I used to work hard. I'm the type of hard-working type. And so in the office I work, I try to finish work much in advance of the deadline. And then I keep it aside. Normally I pile up my output and then give to my bosses gradually one by one. So that I got that time to break, time to rest, and where I many times will be doing my logic things. It may not be something with what you call something like writing something or some visible output. No, I start thinking in my mind, thinking about some churning some points or talking to Baba or just going into silence. So here and there, I use my time to do this kind of a thing so that my energy level is maintained. So in the office, we have to make sure that I am maintaining certain energy level. Never go below that energy level. For the moment you go below that energy level, your system should say that now something not right is happening to me. Let me pause. Let me take time off. Then slow down, make some corrections to the state of the mind. And then you start doing your work again. So there is an imbalance that we have, between the alokik responsibility and the lokik responsibility. This is also called there's no focus. One moment focus there, one moment focus here. So the focus should be a combined form, and that's my focus. Within that combined form, if somebody asks me, what is your priority between the two, is a spiritual thing is my priority. Why I say like that? How come we say spiritual thing is priority when I'm working in an environment there's a lot of work to do? Yes, there's a lot of work to do. That's because when you feel tired, that's because you have not given enough importance to creating the balance. You have not given enough importance to really spiritually empowering yourself in the early morning hours. And also you find time here and there to check yourself, so that the checking tells you your energy level is at a good level, or it has gone down and you should really do something about it. So wherever I am the same spiritual person. I'm not, it's not that I have a different character in the office, and when I come back to home, I have a different character. Then when I go to center, another character. No, wherever I am, the character is one and the same. The character is my divine qualities and my power. So that's where the balancing has to be made, so that we can, make our life move smooth, painless, that. So you will find that those who are feeling very difficult to create balance and all that, you will find that theoretically, when your enthusiasm is low, what do I need to do? I need to pump in energy, and the way to pump in energy, that it's a early morning hour Amrit Vela. So therefore I am now throwing question. It's not a question of zeal and enthusiasm. It's a question of whether or not you are really, really, really having very good Amrit Vela. I'm not telling that whether you are having Amrit Vela. No, I'm not telling that. Because according to the time, I must be doing very, very good Amrit Vela. Because Amrit Vela is the time between morning and night, Sangam Yuga. So during that time, if your yoga is very good, you find that the whole day, your work environment is going to be okay. Just that. So you see, because I am not really enjoying Amrit Vela very well, I just do for the sake of doing, or I just do to fulfill my quota, and I tell myself, oh, okay, I have done Amrit Vela today, without really looking into the quality of my yoga. There you see, then I am having a life full of battle. You see, then all these problems will come. So I would say, I must look at myself and see that in yoga, I am discovering something new. In Gyan, I'm discovering something new. Or in imbibation, suddenly now when I'm sitting in meditation, suddenly some very refined thoughts come, and I let go the problems, and able to be patient with someone who I have been having problem. Or am I doing some service? Because if I want to be enthusiastic, I must be able to be in a situation to make someone enthusiastic. What you give comes back to you. If you try to motivate someone to be enthusiastic, then somebody will come and motivate you, or somebody will be able to send that energy of zeal and enthusiasm to you, so that you can capture that and think that, oh, I want to become like this one. This is how it will happen. So what I want now, I must try to give it to others, then things will come to me. And some few things on the attainments, for example. In recent time, because of the COVID, we all start wearing mask for Amrit Vela and also for Murli. And a lot of them said, no, why we should wear mask for Amrit Vela and cover your nose, and therefore it looks very artificial, and I'm not able to concentrate, or I'm not able to feel good vibrations, etc. I'm not able to meditate. Some say that no. But the point is, this is a government order. You cannot go and tell the government, don't impose this order on me. This is a law. You do, or if they catch you, then you pay the fine, or you go to wherever you need to go. So therefore, whether I like it or not, I have to now learn to do meditation with mask on. Okay. Now, I tried few times in the beginning. It was difficult, but after some time, it's not difficult, because in the beginning you're going to meditation center. As you walk fast, you're breathing faster. And if you're breathing faster and you put a mask, you will find it difficult. But so for a while you will feel the breathlessness, and you will be not thinking about Baba. You will be thinking that, why I have to wear this? Now I'm finding difficult to breathe like that. But if your aim is to solve this problem, then what you will do is, before going to meditate, you walk slowly. Walk slowly, and then when you sit for meditation, there's not much demand for oxygen, so your breathing rate will be less, and then you will be able to do meditation better. You will be able to remember Baba better. But more than that is, after you are meditating for some years, in 5 to 10 minutes, you will reach a level of meditation where your oxygen intake and the release of carbon dioxide, the gas intake, the gas intake will be very little. I don't know whether you realize or not. You just don't breathe very much. So when you reach that level, whether you are wearing mask or not wearing mask, it doesn't matter at all. You are back on your normal way of doing meditation. And to me, I was able to see this very clearly. And what appeared in my intellect, wow, this is very, very interesting. Why very interesting? Because in our future, I don't think we are going to have a very clean oxygen supply all the time. We are going to be in a situation where the air will be so polluted, and you cannot at that time say that, oh, I am not able to meditate. You will be wearing mask anyway. I think. So therefore, in the drama is now telling us, you better learn this because you will have to maintain this method for future. So this is not only now, but it's for future. And all of us can learn. For me, it was a discovery. So I take it, it's an attainment. And I was so happy. It was so easy. When there are many people say, yeah, a little bit of a battle like that. So in life, some of the way you are thinking throughout the day about something, that thinking must enable you to feel that you got something out of this journey. Then you are happy. See, attainments also give you happiness. For example, Baba, if you like food, some nice food you are eating, will you be happy? The food is very nice, but the food was prepared for somebody, and you say, "Oh, very nice food." But what about for me? The food is very nice, but if I am able to make that food better than that, then I will be even more happy. Don't you think so? So therefore, Baba will say, it's not enough to listen to somebody and then from the points that someone is sharing, you feel happy. But what will make you more happy that you yourself, you are able to generate the kind of a thinking which breaks some barrier, which give you clarity and make you feel that, look, this clarity has come from inside me. So I, the soul, I am able to generate new points of knowledge. So I am very happy. You see, this is the value that I give to myself. And then there will be people who in times, sometimes they will not follow what you ask them to do. And then you want to apply your law. How come they don't follow? How come they are not becoming good examples? Why should we leave it like this? Then other people will copy that person, and then there will be more and more people who are disobedient will be around. No, don't think too much. Whatever it is, whatever we need to tell people, we tell, because everybody needs time to learn. We all are number wise. At the right time, they will realize and they will change. So tell yourself, I am not going to waste my time thinking about this. Somebody doing something not right, and I feeling the pain of it. Why should I? And make a full stop, make a high jump, and keep moving forward. So like this small way of thinking, really gives you a lot of energy. Sometimes Baba say, children, this is a game. This is a drama. By the end of the drama, end of the problem, it is happiness. So from the point a problem started, from to the point where the problem ends, that period of time, there will be a lot of things happening to you. But I am telling you, your Father, the Supreme Soul, God, highest on high, the most knowledgeable one, I am telling you, these good times are coming. So you remember that good times are coming and look at this whole game as a play. It's just a game. Talk to yourself like that. In fact, when you look at the problems that are coming to for Brahmins during this end of the time, where it is really filtering out the best and the better ones, a lot of problems will come, but am I able to develop the understanding that this is a game? This is a game. Happiness is just coming. Happiness is for sure. Keep that happiness and don't entertain thoughts that are negative, because then it's going to spoil me. So the way to maintain zeal and enthusiasm, the way to have good yoga, since these two are very linked, the method is as much as possible, you have to be positive in your thinking, positive in your feelings, and also do something for people, because we are yogis. As yogis, we have to do service. So, am I doing some service every day, or am I just being busy in my Lokik work? Is that what I am doing now? This is something that I have to think about very clearly. Okay, maybe now I will stop here, and you can ask some questions.
Shanti, brother, it was very good points. Few of the points just to what I understood, like, you have gone through the Lokik, Alokik,
Yeah,
you have a great experience, and you have reached the heights of, Lokik career development up to the Director General. And same time, you have balanced the Alokik life. Like, suppose you have achieved many things. For other brothers who don't know Lachubai, there is a Asia Retreat Center in Malaysia. It's like a called Little Madhuban, like mini Madhuban.
Mini Madhuban.
Mini Madhuban.
We call it Mini Madhuban.
Yeah. So when I went there, so I found the same feeling. The way we feel in Madhuban is the same way, and it's a great like achievement, I would say, because it was all made by all the brothers in Malaysia. So if you
Yeah.
can share a little bit about that, what means how you have built. So if you go there, it's such a huge building. There is all facilities there, and you feel like coming home. So a little bit about that, Madhuban, means mini Madhuban. If you
Actually, this project was, we saw that many of the people were building retreat centers throughout the world. And then there was a little bit pressure on us, oh, we should also build. But the people, the other countries, they build retreat center to organize retreats for new people, so that from the retreat for new people, they then take 7 days course. And then they become Brahman. Yeah, some of them become Brahman. But for us, the business of Brahmins, the business of giving Gyan is so much. We don't have to have a retreat center. We don't have to gather them. They just come to all the centers. So why we should build a retreat center? But after some time, when the number of Brahmins grow, then we thought, no, we are lacking a place where all of us can come together and then have retreats and discussions and all that. So that's how the idea of building a retreat center started. Dadi also mentioned we should have a retreat center. Miraben also was very enthusiastic about it. Then we joined them. Then we planned. As we planned, our thought was we are going to build this one time only. Going to renovate and all that. So one time, as you're building, build it big, so that you don't have to add things. But if it's too big, we can still divide and make small rooms for other purposes. So that's why when you come here, you find the Baba's room is so big,
yes.
It's a futuristic view, but I myself, I won't say I had that vision. No, to me, it all happened. So when I say it all happened, somebody was inspiring to go in this manner. So I will not say that we consciously thought about it and felt that this is our idea. No, it all just happened to be in this way. So one time thinking build big, and we had a lot of problem also in getting the land approved. They also, Baba helped us a lot. While construction time also, some Brahmins created some problem for me. Some Brahmins who, every place there are people who are against management. They're just waiting for some opportunity to, to bring the management people down. So, in my case on this building, the architect, he resigned from the contracted team, and one of the students came to know that the reason why he resigned is, his pay was cut and this and that. And that architect, out of his unhappiness, he go and tell some Brahmins that this building is not safe. This building is not safe because he is resigning. That's the reason. And then the way they did is, so in other words, they were injecting the thing. These people build in such a manner, they try to cut down costs, and therefore structures are not stable and this and that. But we already have the certificate from the government, the building safety certificate from the government. And then the matter went to Madhuban and I was called. And so I went and I saw all these people, my own colleagues, but they are people who think they can do a better job than us. And so they were complaining and suggesting. So I just listened, I had a team, I have a committee, see. I didn't want to decide myself. So I used that. I'm happy with the proposal. I will bring it back and I will check with the committee. I know that this is to protect me at that time. The committee must agree because we are a team. The committee don't agree, what can I do? So in that way, they were attacking me, but I didn't feel disturbed. Normally I will react because I'm that kind of nature person. People talk falsehood, I will rebut me. But that time there's some forces keeping me just smiling, quiet, talk nicely, like that. Then the meeting, after the meeting I came down. It was in Dadi's cottage. When I came down, Dadi was there, Dadi Janki. Then they come to me and then she stroked my back. I'm standing there, she just stroked my back. Put a hand here and I stroked my back. So I felt, wow, this is Baba. Baba knows what is right. Baba knows what we are going through. And so Baba in the form of Daddy has come to tell you, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Like that. And then Daddy Gulza came. When Daddy Gulza came, Daddy Janki said, come, give him blessing. Then Daddy put a hand on my head. Now the kind of some discontentment or some irritations created by these people. Now I know that Baba is there. This is a process, and I let go. So that was the thing. And then there was also thought, why Madhuban brought these people? Should have, they should have, like don't open the floodgate. All the water coming to me, you should put a block to the water. I thought like that. Now some negative feelings. Then later on, my thinking says, no, that's not the way to think. This is drama. This is drama. And even Madhuban, whoever made the decision for me to meet these people, they never knew that what these people will say in the meeting and what they say will hurt me or something. They never knew all that. So if I ask them now why you did this and hurt me, they will say, really? Oh, I didn't know. I never meant to be like that. They will say like that. Now, this is how I wanted to see that. You know why? Because if I don't see them like that and I see in a negative way, I will carry this burden all the time. The way to see is, whatever problem comes, whoever you think they are the cause, make them blameless. Nobody, they are not the cause. But it's a drama. Say very strong, this is drama. Accept it. Then the whole burden I was having just disappeared. And then we were focusing on the activities and people were saying, oh, you built so big building, yeah? How many people will come? Let's see. No, people worried that nobody will come. Then we got 25 people. And then, oh, let's see how you will run the activity. Then we were running this for so many years and so many people come. About in a year, about 6,000 people came, Brahmins and others. So therefore, I begin to understand Baba is doing everything. Before doing the building, I had the thought that, oh, okay, we have to do, I took the responsibility on a personal level that we have to drive the thing. But after everything is finished, then I really realized it's not me, it's not the team that did this thing. No, not possible. Such a big building, not possible. This is Baba behind. So really sort of surrender that Baba is doing everything. I learned that lesson very deeply. So now anything happens, so but don't forget Baba is doing everything. So don't carry the burden, just be easy about it. Like that. So these are some of my big learnings lah. And focus more on spirituality.
This is good learning. What I learned, like if you bring Baba in, so miss your burden will reduce, and you have miss your mind will be very clear to take decisions, and not blaming others.
Yes.
Like we have some brothers, means I collected few question answer
Mm,
when we were talking about this having this class. So
mm,
some brothers have some question because most of the brothers are working. Like
mm.
you have already covered few things. But
Okay.
still, I would like to mention few questions from brothers.
Mm,
Like their work, like mostly they are working from morning till late night, sometimes 11, 11:30. And
mm,
especially in the time of COVID, there is
mm,
no limitation when the office, because people are working from home also. So there
mm.
is no limitation when the work limit will stop.
Yeah.
Generally, like we stop at 6 o'clock or 6:30 and come back. But now expectations have increased. Okay, you have to work, you are working from home.
Mm,
So, how to balance? I mean, it's like the same question. How to balance like our Lokik and alokik life? Is how to have perfect, good Amrit Vela, even if we are sleeping at 11:30 and all. In spite of all busyness in the life, how to maintain our, stage? That is my question. Or you can ask, say that how to balance the Lokik and alokik life. Some
mm,
tips about that. Yeah.
yeah. Basically, the one who is gyan for many years, it takes time, about 10 years like that, you will be able to reach a good level of stability, the understanding of gyan, the yoga, lot of confidence in you that you are able to have good yoga and you enjoy yoga, that kind of things. But until then, you will find that the life is a battle. That you've got a set of work to do there, which is demanding a lot of energy, and then your yoga is so not so not so strong, and then you don't have accumulation also. So deep inside, a lot of vacuum, not enough energy. So in that way, though you may be able, you put all your energy for the Lokik environment, because you are you are working for somebody, they are paying, and so that is the priority. That's okay. But in that environment also, the question I have to ask is, am I really so busy that I don't get little time throughout the day, just little time throughout the day. I normally make it a policy, okay, whether Lokik work or alokik work, do it with so much of happiness. Do it so much of happiness. So your work, why should your work give you tiredness? Why it should give you do with happiness, So anything that you do with happiness, it should increase your energy more. So if I'm getting tired, so I am not sort of happy doing that work. Deep inside me, there is this thought, lot of work, deadline, every day like I am creating this kind of thoughts that is taking away my energy. And that's how when I come back to do meditation, my energy is low. So we should do these pockets of time available to remember Baba. We take having tea, remember Baba, having lunch, makan, remember Baba, going to toilet, remember Baba. So because these are the only time I guess it will be taken to be your free time, Other times, anytime anybody can call you and give you a lot of work to do. So this remembrance while you're working has to happen physically. In reality, the remembrance must happen. But right now, if you are feeling that this is creating a lot of tiredness, the remembrance is not happening, like almost totally not happening. Or the early morning meditation is really not so much powerful. I'm doing, but not so much powerful. So for meditation, we must try to go to a feelingsful level, because feelingsful level is a lot of energy in feelingsful level. Sometimes I don't even create thoughts, I just go into feeling. Now, for example, when I now I do gardening. When I'm free, I do gardening. So sometimes I take a stick. I do the fence. No, yeah, stick. You put the stick and you knock it. Yeah, knock it, and then you bang hard. As you bang hard, you can feel that the stick is very strong. No, it become very stable. No, so that feeling you get. No, the stick is becoming stable. So that feeling I borrow. Oh, this is the feeling of a strong. So when you are sitting for meditation, you just say, you are such a strong person. Nothing can shake you. And then you recall the feelings you got when you were doing the work, how that piling make the pillar very strong. So you can use imaginations of something. If you visualize, as a result of the visualization, you can get that feeling. You don't have to be logical. No, you see something, sometimes if you think logical, you may not get it. You just create your vision and see something very strong in your creative way, and as you are thinking, you are feeling. You see, feeling. You see. So that feeling is that kind of a feeling very important. Sometimes you cannot go into creating that kind of a feelings through logic alone, because your logic sometimes will not allow you. This is not possible. You're thinking about something not possible. I will not allow you to move further. You will tell the mind, I will not allow you. You can think, but I am not going to experience it. I'm not going to accept it. Many of us, we are in this battle. Sometimes some of the things are not logical. No, the thinking logically is one power, and thinking, being visionary, to allow your mind to move very freely, positive way. And in that positive thinking, if it gives you lots of energy, is the way forward for the mind in order to empower you. So mind empowers you in thinking positively in a grand way and make you feel that. And intellect should think positively to support the outcome of the mind and accept it. Then you have a combination of a mind which is so positive, empowering, and feelingsful, and an intellect also very logical and supportive of the experience created by the mind. Like that, these two power we have to balance. Generally, I will say, don't be too logical minded when it comes to meditation. Be more open. You have a freedom to think about anything based on gyan. No, think about anything and start feeling it. Just feel. For example, you know that a person who is a giver always gets something back, right? So just feel yourself to be somebody who is a giver. Whoever come, I just want the good thoughts about them. From far, or you can say some words. Somebody say, "Come here."
I think somebody has unmuted his mic. You can continue.
Okay. So we have to become person with a lot of feeling, particularly early morning meditation, when you're able to really express love for Baba. Now, if you, in the Lokik world, when the lovers think about each other, you know how they feel, right? I'm sure all of you must have some experience of having fell in love with someone. I love my mother a lot because in my life I learned almost everything from my mother only, because single mother. And then I worked for her from small age. And I saw her, how she planned, how she worked, how she was so tireless, working day and night in order to ensure that we are getting good education and all that. So I learned that hard work, that enthusiasm, and the kind of care and love she was putting on us, though we didn't have our father. Like that, I remember that, and I appreciate that, and I also must become like that. I think then I start doing it. But after coming to Baba, now I make a policy. Whoever they are, whatever they are, you know, what is your duty? Your duty is to uplift them. You know, they can be doing something wrong. Okay, that's wrong, but it's right also because happening according to drama. You cannot go and change, you know. So why not you accept it and then leave the drama part to him? Don't think that you must be the director of the drama for him. You know, just leave that, and whatever he does, however he does, just accept it and say, even this one, I must uplift them. Meaning to say, even this one, I must respect him and I must give him whatever I give to others also. Even people who create problem for you, no? One moment you will have the enmity, you know, what these people are doing. But end of the day, you think about it, they are doing because the intellect not clear. They are doing, they're very clever, but they are clever in a logic way. So if you are thinking in a logic way, this is what they will do. So you cannot go and change them, but you have a duty to accept them. They are Baba's children. They have to grow. So they have to make mistakes. They have to learn. So become someone who, in a detached way, facilitate that process from far, whatever happens, but let me not have any negative feelings for them. In the beginning, it's difficult, but as you practice more and more, particularly when you live a very detached life, you know, it's easy to give them that respect and love. Because then what happens is some good energy going out, right? Then people also will send it back to me. So I am doing service, you see. So in order to create that balance, I have to accumulate while working the spiritual energy. Then when I'm able to do that, I think I will be able to achieve a balanced situation. Sometimes maybe in the office cannot, but when you come back home, still you can do because it's an aim. Come on, don't say you don't have an aim. When the moment you don't feel that my aim is this, when you don't have that, then you say, "Oh, I am in the work." Then come back this. There's no how. There's only one way. That, you know, I have to accept it wholeheartedly. The fact that I'm feeling this as a problem, you have not accepted fully that my spiritual life is priority. Everything I do hinges on the spiritual life. So let me take care of the spiritual life. Everything else will fall on the place. Many times in my work environment, I will be thinking, no, oh, I got this work to do, but I don't know whom to contact, who has this knowledge. And suddenly somebody will call. And then in the conversation, some matters of the problem that I have to attend to will emerge. You know? And then they will say, oh, this person can do, that person can do. Like this, the solution will come. Now our mind, our intellect will pull solution towards ourselves. So when during work time, also, I used to bring work from office to center, no? And then I will lock my room, and then my living room, and then I will do my office work. But when I asked Didi said, no, you cannot bring office work home. But when and then uh, somebody asked Moini Ben said, if I don't bring office work to home, then where do I bring my office work? Then I then I have to stay back in the office. It's better I am in the center, but I am in my room. So people who are in the center, they know that I am back. I am available. They can call me if any advice is needed, and I am finishing my work there. See, I created that. So therefore, even when I'm in the office, I get times when I'm free, and so I will do Baba's work. So because I am doing both, it's okay. When I draw the line in between, very what we call rigid, then it becomes difficult. So I have to be flexible. Some days we have to work all night, but some days then spend with Baba when you're holiday. Spend more time with Baba holiday.
That's good tips, brother. Got very good points here. Is removing the duality, you mean to say, correct? That from Laukika, Laukika. Yeah.
Wherever I am the same.
Yeah,
I am a spiritual person. That's it. Yeah.
One more brother has actually, means they are trying, this one brother, he sits in yoga and talk to also Baba. But it seems like it's a one-way communication. There is no experience. Experience like we get, like I am talking to you, so I get some experience, immediate response. I can see your expressions. I can feel how you are feeling. These kind of physical experience is not getting. So, how to have this kind of experience with the Baba?
Okay, that's
How
good
to get that
question.
response and all.
Okay, let me put it this way. In yoga, some people they are able to have two-way communication, but I am more logical-minded person. Yeah, so I can talk about myself and make myself feel the energy and happiness, and then I just see Baba with a person who already charged, already charged. And so when I am seeing Baba and I'm already having a lot of energy, what will Baba do? Baba will give me more, right? Because I'm capable of holding so much of energy. And so that point, that this is how Baba will think. This child is capable of holding energy. I am going to give energy to this child. And so I don't want to have doubt in that thought, no. That Baba is giving me. So I think that Baba is giving me, and make it living, and I start taking. Energy is coming, energy is coming. So open my mind and just taking this energy. That's how I will do. Some people, the other way of doing it is you have to play dual role. As for a few minutes you talk to Baba about your good thing. Next few minutes Baba is talking to you through you. Child, you are doing very well. Child, you are Master Almighty Authority. So children should always maintain that stage wherever they are. Children must remember Baba with lot of love. Like that, you play the role of Baba. It's not that really some people say, "Oh, Baba told me." That's it's difficult for me. Also, it's quite difficult. You must have certain tuning to read whatever the thing coming. But for me, I can feel energy is coming, which means Baba is communicating with me. Then when we are with that energy, when you're doing the churning, then the churning reflects that there is input from Baba. some thoughts I created. I never had this kind of a refined thought. Now I have got. So Baba has been communicating with me. So my basic thing is, let me be clear in my mind and intellect, and let me be in my highest energy level all the time. Of course, up and down is there, and I go through. I have my own downtime and all that, up and down. But most of the time, let me maintain my energy level. Me maintaining my energy level for me is the proof of Baba is behind me. I want to feel that, I don't want to question that. Oh, Baba, that Baba really has to show you that he is behind you. That's arrogance. That's arrogant. I am there. I am energetic. Baba is behind me. That's faith. And then with that you move. Then only you know he is doing the work. You are not the one doing the work. You have to really be energetic. If you're not energetic at all, how Baba will get? Unless Baba feel that a particular thing you are doing is very important in the task of transformation of the world, then Baba enters you and he does the thing very clearly. Otherwise, Baba using you and doing is sometimes you feel that, sometimes you don't feel that. You sometimes when you will feel, when the outcome of a particular word, you will look at it, no, this is not me, it's not possible for me to do this. Then your heart says that this is Baba. And you say, oh Baba. But some people will don't want to feel while they are doing, they are able to see Baba is doing. I asked today, how do you when you are reading Murli, how do you remember Baba? You are reading Murli, no? How you remember? And Murli is in front of me. The words are there. I have to read the words. How I can remember? He said, I just consider myself as an instrument. Means what? I am just reading, and deep inside, I know God is working through me. I am just doing this, but deep inside me, the fundamental of that is God is doing this work. That's all I do. Then whoever see me, that they can feel Baba's talking to them through me, like that. So I also like that. Whenever I read Murli or whatever, I enjoy doing it, and then some thoughts will come, and I will speak like that, and then you can feel that some very unique points came out. Then he says, Baba is be working with you. You let go. That's how you have to remember. I must bring Baba in my life. How you do, it doesn't matter how you do. Do find a method. Don't say I don't know. That's where the problem. Find the method. We have to find any method. No, that's why I said you don't use logics when you want to use the help of Baba. Don't use logic. Logics will block. Yes.
Logical mind is hindrance, correct? Because of having the same experience like physical experience. Our logical mind is coming in between, correct? That's
in between. So, like for example, okay, let me fly to Baba. Fly lah. What is stopping you? Correct. Your logic, how to fly. Your logical mind.
Yeah, correct.
Your logical mind wants sound reasons, but for me, I sit there, then I just imagine a rocket flies, So I feel the energy of the rocket, then I just feel I'm going towards Baba, and have some vision of moving forward like that. Not all the time, most of the time I am lost in Baba's love. Then there's something that I want to talk to him, some issues or some churning. So I will remember Baba's, and then suddenly this churning will come into my mind, my intellect, and then I start churning there, and then I pause. I let Baba to evaluate, or Baba look at it. Then some refinement will take place. I pause, and I get the taste of it. Like that, I will go. So I bring in churning with the view of refining understanding of Gyan, churning in terms of experiencing a particular stage. That I am Arjuna, I'm a Brahman, I am a worship worthy deity like that. So for example, now if I ask the audience, do you think that you are a worship worthy person? We are Brahmins, we are students. Shouldn't we be able to tell from the heart, uh, yes, at least in this area, I think I am a worship worthy person. It may not be all, no, in some area. You will do something in your life and then it make you feel, wow, you give a tap on your behind. Very good, very good, very good. You yourself telling another. That means that I am really, if I look at and reflect on me, so I am respecting myself as a worship worthy person, the sense that, hey, you have done wonders, no? Nobody has done this. Or you have not been able to do this before, but now you are doing it. So you are on your way to become a worship worthy person. All this we must detect. I have this, I have this, I have this. Don't leave it to nature and then hopefully somebody will tell me or something will happen and then I will know. No, look for it. Because our study is to take from inside. Now all these things has happened, this is drama. So the future is also emerging. And it's time for future to emerge. The future is telling, hey, come on, I'm waiting for you. You better adopt me. So if you think like that, the future is telling, come on, adopt me. Take your new you and then become. Then the effort is easy. Don't apply logics too much. Just become and enjoy. For example, if you observe a child's purity, then just observing the child's purity, you can feel the purity now. The purity of the soul, your soul, the purity of people, the purity of Baba. Like that, I do a lot of analogy, compare and extract feelings from there, and then make it my feeling. And over time, then I I do meditation on the basis of feelings. Does it make sense?
Yes, yes. Like it makes sense. It's basically what I think keeping self-respect points for
Yes.
which we don't believe. Look, Baba says many times in the Murli, okay, you are worshipper,
Mhm.
but we don't feel like this. So we don't accept that point. Then it becomes an issue that we don't feel.
Because you don't accept because you are too much analytical, and then you cannot go beyond certain analysis to really feel the self-respect that Baba is giving. So beyond certain level of analytical thing, we go into creative thinking. Bring from that side. Bring from this side, bring from that side. When the two meets, then you get very good experience.
Like same, like one of the brother was asking, since he want to force the relationship with Baba, because
Mhm.
there are many times, Murli, it comes like it forge all the relationship with Baba, try
Mm,
to experience whatever you are lacking.
mm,
So, like as a brother, he can see Baba as a father,
mm,
but he finds difficult to see Baba as a child or as a beloved. So,
mm.
how can miss what he can do, miss what how to forge miss these things?
I would say uh, in first step, if you can feel Baba as a father, then go into that deeply and go into that deeply and get that love. And in experiencing that love itself, your soul will be progressing. Okay, now child, you see, the way what I understand from seniors, God is your child, but the practical aspect of bringing that point into practice is you're buying something for your own children. Baba is your child, right? So you get something for Baba. Like that's what they used to say. But for me, I sometimes when I'm sitting in meditation, I just imagine Baba as my child. a baby, you just look at the baby just born, and I just watch the baby. He's so innocent. He does not know anything. He does not know what is right and wrong. He just smiles at everybody, totally ignorant of what's happening in the world. And it's very friendly with anybody also. Nobody like that. Learn some of these qualities of the thing, and then this is Baba. Some aspects of Baba, like that. You see, when I'm sharing, I'm seeing the seeing children. I got a feeling, and that feeling I visualize Baba from animals, certain thing you can do. Of course, no, that's why I cannot share very openly because you say, you're not logical. But things are beyond logics. I am a logical minded person. I myself decided, no, I must go beyond logic. Now, the people who are creating vision when they're making commentaries, no? And many of them, they are creative minded. No? They take you into a journey. Logic-minded people cannot take others into journey. But it doesn't mean that they are not having connection with Baba. They have intellectual level, logical level.
One more brother actually, it's like related to office work environment, because we are going to office, meeting Lokik people, those who don't have Gyan. Like we have friends in Lokik, office friends, which they are very good in some areas, and at the same time they have different kinds of which are not allowing, which are not as per the maryadas, in VK life. And we sometimes don't like to follow that, like going into parties or evening after office parties. So how to have this maintain means relationship also without going to adopting to this wrong, or you can say things which are not as per maryadas. Yeah.
Now, first of all, I like to ask the brother, in your office environment, how are they able to see you as someone spiritual? Are they able to see you can be a resource for them in specific situations where someone who is like a yogi is needed? If the office recognize, then they will respect you. And then say there's a party, for example, you go to the party. So when I came to, I used to go to party during the university days, and then after coming to knowledge. But when I go to party, they will order food, whatever food and beer and all that. And then they will talk all nonsense. But I will take soy milk, soya milk now. Then I drink slowly, and then they will laugh and all that. They will observe me. I'm silent. Then subsequently, they thought that they are not enjoying my company. Maybe they feel why they should, why I should be trapped in this. So like after that, I didn't go after some time, but they accept it. But still they maintain the relationship. I think something like that will happen in your environment also. When I was working time, the boss, he saw me. He saw my things, what I have with me, and then he respects me a lot. And then he will always make sure, have you ordered vegetarian thing for Letchu? Like that. I will ask, some salad, bread and like that. So sometimes they will cook something, they will, and then always he will praise. Yes. Once he even told in the meeting, all of you, if you have got any idea, you better ask him how to bring that idea to me. He said like that. No, I was very surprised why this man is saying all these things. I didn't ask him to say. Why should I know? Why should he say like this about me? So he felt that I had this clarity with me. I traveled with him overseas many times for meetings, So I prepare him. I prepare what are the things to talk and all that. and be with him wherever he goes. And so there he saw that he can rely on me, and I'm a good hand. Yeah. So they value you. Until I was in the Ministry of Environment, they valued me so much. And I started the department. No, there were no technical people to start the department. I am a technical person, but I am also like the Indian civil service. No, I shifted to civil service. So I started the thing. And then not many people were knowledgeable in that. So therefore, they valued me when I was there. So what enabled this? Baba's knowledge. I did engineering. Why I'm going into this biotechnology, biosafety and all that. But still, policy matters, technical thing, any technical thing we can understand. It's not a big thing. Like that, Baba will create some opportunity to project you as such in their eyes. And then that will be the point of a turning point in your life, and they will accept you that you're a great person, and they have to preserve you as you are by not inviting you for dinners and all that. Or give you freedom to decide whether you want to come, or freedom to allow you to leave early from the dinner. There will be somebody, in my understanding, that will happen if you also, very firm about your spiritual discipline. So somewhere your spiritual discipline is not very firm. You allow some flexibility. Sometimes in some areas yes, in some areas we cannot. So
One of
we
the
can.
brother has very quickly just now asked me one question from his side, like how to build new and good habits and get rid of old habits. He wants to get rid of old habits
Mm,
and develop new habits.
mm.
So quickly, if we can say how to bring that transformation, that kind of what practice.
Okay, the thing is, there is no quick transformation. This is to be developed over a long period of time. But like a rule of thumb, you want to bring a change in you, pay a lot of attention for Amrit Valam. Prepare for Amrit Valam meditation. 90% of the people don't prepare for Amrit Valam meditation. But people like you all, where you are in a very tough working environment, you will not be able to have meditation if you don't prepare yourself to do meditation. Wake up early, read something, or listen to some talks. Just listen. And as you listen, you think about it. So before you go to your meditation room, your thing is already having some point too. You're already excited about it. So you're going with that energy. Remember, meditation has to start. Meditation has to, as you have to accumulate energy first before doing meditation. Like the plane must have fuel inside before it can take off. So make sure that your intellect has fuel inside you. You're going to meditate, and then you see there's nothing inside. You never, no points are emerging from you. You just say, I am a soul, I am peaceful, I'm this. It's very ordinary, very ordinary. There must be something exciting points. That's why the preparation is needed. Or you can read the Murli in advance, so particularly the blessing part. And the blessing part you read and then use the points for meditation. So even if you pay this one attention that you want to do your best meditation every day, and you say, I had very good meditation. Be contented with what you have got, very good meditation. And keep this for a while now, then it become a habit. It's very true. Don't be callous by not giving importance to Amritvala meditation. So your problems, all your questions, the answer is the yoga power is not enough.
Correct.
That's all.
Will
The
come
yoga
from
power
within.
is not. The yoga power for you, the yoga power for to pull people's attention on you, the yoga power to protect you from their negative thing. Now, this I need to accumulate, not just Gyan only. So
I
it
got
is,
very good point here, brother. Like you said that for meditation to start, you need a platform that will come from
yeah,
early points and everything.
yeah, you have to have
Like
a point.
before rocket launching,
Yes,
you need some
yes.
ground.
No, you're already in the plane and you start the engine when there's no fuel. So how to fly? How to fly? Simple logic only. So from today you wake up early and then read something. You know. Now if
Thanks.
the meditation is 4 o'clock, you should wake up by 3, the least. Don't 1 hour. But it is necessary. In fact, I wake up much, much, much early. You know. But 3 o'clock is okay. Take shower, brush your teeth, shave, fresh. For shaving also I'm very particular. No? If I didn't shave and go and meditate inside me, I am not happy. You see, when I am not happy, how to have yoga? So you go very clean in front of Baba, very clean. You're fresh, and then your meditation will go. Of course, there are many things we can say every day. One more point. Recently, I've been practicing 5-minute meditation. Become extremely enthusiastic. Extremely, I want to get this. In the middle of meditation, suddenly I feel dull now. Then I recall myself, who am I? I'm an extremely enthusiastic person. Then I visualize. Like a big Hanuman, strong, and with the strength, with his thought, he can stop things from happening. Like that, no? It's simple, but we have to do. Then you find that the energy level, we call it peaking, pitch. Always, peaking, and then we go down, then another peak, like that, another peak. Like that. So on the average, you got a very good average power. Sometimes, yes, I also careless, not able to, body pain sometimes. This all will happen, but generally, we have to, as Brahmins, we have to really pay a lot of attention on Amrit. This is the rule of thumb.
Thank you.
Even for me, even Murli is secondary. For me, Amrit Wala. Some people say Murli first because Murli gives that day's point, for you to practice. But for Amrit Wala, I take it whatever I generated.
Thank you, brother. This was very good. Many practical points we learned here. I'm sure that brothers have also got all the practical points for their, whatever their questions were, and it was answered very beautifully. And thanks for your time. So I would like for the end, like 1 or 2 minutes or some time, you can lead us to a meditation commentary.
But, okay, anyway, it's great pleasure to be with all of you. I'm always available for you. I have great feelings for all of you. I really wish all of you great success. So let's go into a short meditation. I am a soul. I am not an ordinary soul. I am like my Baba. I am full of power. I can feel my power. Power is flowing into me in a very natural way. I am able to absorb power. I can absorb and absorb and absorb the power that is coming from Baba. I feel very energized. I feel a lot of clarity. I feel deeply there is a lot of happiness. This is my nature. With a lot of happiness, negativity cannot come near me. It's not possible for them to come near me. When I'm deep in my spiritual power, Maya runs away from me. Wow, Baba, how great you are. You have made myself so powerful, so strong, so enthusiastic. Let me continuously remind myself I am not an ordinary person. I am God's creation. There's a world of difference between God's creation and others. I can feel Baba's companionship. I can feel Baba's with me. He loves me. He loves me so much. He loves all of us. How can I forget such a Baba for even 1 second? Baba never leaves me alone. Baba is very concerned about myself. Whether I know or I don't know, Baba is always moving around me. My life is about Baba. Baba is my Lord. Baba is doing everything. Let me allow Baba to do everything for me. Let me let go. Let me be an instrument. Let me be carefree. Let me be easy. Let me be in silence. 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 Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. Thanks. That was very good commentary, and I can feel that I become very light and I started flying with the wings of zeal and enthusiasm. So very many thanks for taking out time. So what I would like all brothers who are participating here, say hello to you by switching on their cameras. So all brothers can switch on their cameras and say hello to brother Letchu.
Okay, let's say this.
Hello. Om Shanti, brother.
Shanti.
Shanti, brother.
Shanti. Om Shanti.
Thank you, brother.
Okay.
Shanti.
Thank you, Letchu. Bye.
Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother.
Brothers are waiting for this special class for brothers. So
Yeah. Good. I'm so happy to see all of you and sharing with you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Okay. Ramesh there.
तीन दफा लेने गई हूँ तो आधे निकाल दिया आधे रह गए